So this year, LEGO brought out the clone packs with Phase 1 clone troopers in a set for the first time in about 4 or 5 years. Now don't get me wrong, these are fantastic. I love Phase 1 clones. It's always good to get more plain white clones. I think a problem with everyone's LEGO clone armies is that they are just full of multicolored clones all over the place and highly outweigh the amount of regular white clones that we have. And whilst this is a bit of a problem in Phase 1, it's even more of a problem in Phase 2s, and LEGO have still only released a Phase 2 regular white clone trooper in one set. And I guess one advent calendar kind of, but yeah, one main set, which was actually a micro fighter, so not even hugely produced in crazy numbers. So this figure is now crazily expensive. I actually have quite a few of these. I'm happy to have a decent little collection, but I want to show you guys a really sick way to upgrade your Phase 1 clones that come in this set right here to make them into Phase 2s and really improve that Phase 2 army collection. Oh yes guys, after about 6 months off, I am returning to decaling. Wait, no, not even 6 months, 9, 10 months off. I am returning to decaling in this video, guys. We're going to be making some awesome Phase 2 helmets, and I will actually be giving away the helmets that I make in this video. All you have to do is leave a comment telling me what you think of these helmets down in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video, and of course subscribe to the channel, and you'll be in with a chance of entering to win these awesome clones. I'll probably be announcing the winner over on Instagram or something like that in the next week or so. I'll probably post a little community tab update here as well. But more on that later. We're going to get straight into what we're going to be doing with these clone troopers right now. I'm working out a plan for how we're going to upgrade these Phase 1 clones into Phase 2. So firstly, let's assemble my small Phase 1 army right here with these new clone troopers. I think I'll be upgrading at least 12 of these figs to make a cool small squadron. And we might even do one of the commanders as well to go alongside them. So now you're probably going to be wondering, what are these helmets going to look like for Phase 2? Now, obviously in the past we had the ones in the realistic style based on the actual movies. Now these are really cool, and personally I actually do way prefer these over the style we're actually going to be going for. But I want to be personally matching these to my 501st clones, as well as the new 212th clones that are coming out, as well as the 187th clones. So with that being said, we're going to go with the sort of 2020 style. And to do this, I'm going to need one package that arrived in the mail about a week or 2 ago. So I'm just going to go find that, and I'll show you guys what we've got.
A few minutes later.
Now this small little box right here contains everything we're going to need to upgrade these clones right here. So as you can see from the logo right there, this is from Blue Harvest Bricks. Now if you guys don't know, they have basically been sponsoring me here on the channel for absolutely ages. I promote them, you guys use my discount code, and then I get some stuff in return. So firstly we have a couple of printed clone troopers. Now these are from Clone Army Custom. Blue Harvest Bricks sells an absolute ton of Clone Army Custom stuff. These are one Commander Neo, or like Neo Trooper sort of thing. Really sick. I'm probably going to be removing the helmet and using this for something else later on, but yeah. And this is also a Clone Commando, and this is Sev from Delta Squad. Absolutely beautiful fig as well. We also picked up some other helmets and stuff like that we could use to upgrade some of the clones in today's video. We could have some ARF troopers and some heavy troopers and stuff like that. And then this is the part that we actually need. These are the decals. Now in here you can see basically we have these small sheets right here. These have just different helmets on here. You can see just 2 regular ones and one of the Clone Commanders, just to go with the 3 clones that you get in these sets right here. And in the back you can also see we've got a Vaughn decal right there. We'll be doing that another time. That might be for another video we're working on in the future, so stay tuned for that one. But these decals right here are what we're here for today. You can see we have an absolute ton of them right here, and it's going to be really good to upgrade a ton of these minifigs. So if you've never seen a decal sheet before, basically what we do is we cut around these small outlines right there, and then you basically dunk them in water. It's basically a clear layer on top which separates from the paper underneath. You then slide this off and place it onto the clone helmets and let it dry. Once it's dried, you seal it, and it basically becomes a really nice custom helmet. It's not quite on the level of printing, but it's nearly there, and it really does a good job. I've decaled an absolute ton of figures in the past. I've got tons of videos if you want to go check out more about decaling, but we're going to basically go through and upgrade all of these minifigs in today's video, and I can't wait. It should be really fun. So with all that being said, let's get started. So the first thing I did was grab some blank helmets. You can see these are basically identical to the Lego ones. These aren't actually made by Lego, but these are pretty high quality and I really do like them. We're gonna grab a handful of these and get ready to start decaling. Don't worry if you've never heard of decaling before, I'm gonna take you through the whole process on this first helmet right here. And then we're gonna go through a time lapse as we build together all the different helmets. So you can see first of all, we have our nice little setup. If you wanna know everything you need to decal, check out this video that's linked up in the top right hand corner right now. But yeah, first thing we have to do is cut out the decal. So basically, as I said before, we're going along the inside sides of the outlines and basically cutting around all the details that go onto the helmet. So the first thing I do is basically go through and do all the horizontal lines, then I go back through and do all the vertical lines afterwards. Just saves sort of changing the position of the knife in my hand and stuff like that. It's just the easy way that I find to do it. And then once every single line is cut, I can then take it out of the decal sheet, and it is then ready for the next step, which is immersing it into the water. Before I did that, I proceeded to cut out a few more just so I had everything ready to go and I had all the cutting done for the first few helmets. Then you just immerse the decal into the water. As you can see here, it sort of floats around on the surface, and I grab my helmet ready to go, and I added this to a couple of heads that I've super glued together just to make it nice and easy to hold. After maybe 10 or 20 seconds in the water, I remove the decal from the water, put it onto my hand, and slide the decal off of the actual paper. The water basically helps the decal to remove from the decal paper, and then you can add it to the helmet and line everything up. The main thing is getting the two sides lined up and everything lined up in the middle as well. This is the fiddly part of decaling, but once you have it lined up, you then add the sponge and basically hold down and apply pressure for a few seconds right there. And then once you've done that, you can then go ahead and line up the other side, make sure everything's all looking good, and then sponge the other side as well. With the first helmet done, I can then attach it to the rack that I'm going to use to seal them. This is the first one of many, but we're going to go through and do the next 5 right now before I show you the next step in the process. So now I've done all 6 of the first batch of decals. These look really good. You can see very, very good looking right there. But there's one thing left to do. I have to wait for them to dry for a few minutes. Then we have to move on to the sealing process. Now this is a vital part of decaling. I've had tons of people ask me, is this necessary? Do I need to do it? Yes, you absolutely do. This is the most important part of the decaling process because this basically stops from any decal peeling or anything like that. So you can see here we're outside and we have all the decals lined up on the rack right there. I actually do this outside just purely because of the chemicals and stuff involved with this. You can see we've got our sealant there as well. You can see I'm holding it with a gloved hand. You don't want to get any of this spray on you because you will smell for the rest of the day, at least on your hands right there. And you can see I'm holding it a good distance away from me, shaking the can to get it all sort of moving around in the can, and then I just do a couple of passes, light sprays from a nice distance above until each helmet is coated nicely in the sealant. You can really go too far with this, so definitely do little bits at a time, because once you've done too much, it is no saving these helmets. This is the section where you can really ruin everything you've done in the decal process. And then you can see that we have 5 sealed helmets. Now all that's left is to leave them on a side to dry for 24 hours or so. It is also vital to wear a mask when doing this because chemicals definitely fly around, and the glove definitely helps as well. So definitely be safe whilst doing this because you don't want to ingest any of these nasty chemicals. And now a day later, they are all done and dried. Now we can take them off the drying rack, and you can see we have 6 of the helmets done, but that's only half of the ones I want to get done at least. So let's go back to the decaling and get the other 6 done. So I got to work decaling the other 6 helmets that I hadn't done so far. I decided to do 5 of the regulars and then 1 of the commanders, which you'll see in just a second. This is going to turn out really, really awesome. I'm really excited to see the full outcome. So once I had all 6 of the helmets done, you can see here they're all on the drying rack ready to go. I then sealed them and repeated the same process that I did earlier, waited 24 hours, and here we are. Let's have a look at the finished products. So here are all the helmets in the bags right here. I think it's just about time we pour them out, take a look at what our phase 1 clones look like, remove their helmets, and then add the helmets to the phase 2 versions. I think this is going to be really awesome. I'm actually super excited. I haven't seen this yet, so let's get started. So I laid out all the phase 1 clones in a little squadron right there, and then removed all their helmets, and then yeah, you can see they're just about ready for their new upgrades. So let's do this. Let's not hang around any longer. Let's upgrade these guys to phase 2. So you can see I'm starting at the back there, just adding these phase 2 helmets on there, and boy do they look good. I'm really, really happy with this outcome. I can't lie, guys. Let me know what you think of these in the comments. I really want to hear your feedback. But yeah, these are really awesome. They definitely look the part and they fit really nicely. I think this is just about how these will look if LEGO do end up making these phase 2 plain clones. I really like them. They're definitely great for any type of mock from the Bad Batch or later on in the seasons of the Clone Wars. I think these are so cool, and I really do hope LEGO do end up making these because they look amazing, and I'm really, really happy with the outcome. You can see here's just one figure on his own. I think he just looks awesome. I think it actually looks better in my opinion than the phase 1s did, but yeah, definitely let me know what you think of these, and I would love to hear your feedback. So yeah, let's compare them a little bit to the phase 1s. Obviously the main difference is the lack of a fin on top. They do also have a slightly different shaped visor, and also just a few other different details, including those grayed out areas that LEGO have decided to put on the phase 2s. I'm not sure whether that's 100% accurate or whether it just more mimics the shadows that you see on the helmets, but yeah, they look really cool. There's the Commando next to his phase 1 counterpart, and I definitely think I prefer the phase 1 I think for this one, because we don't really see those commanders and stuff in phase 2 form. However, it looks pretty cool. And then we have the phase 2s. I definitely prefer the phase 2s for me. I love this new style, and I think the style fits perfectly, as of course it is the same for phase 1s and phase 2s. They've used the same style body at least, which is slightly inaccurate in the actual shows and stuff, but I really like it in Lego form because it means you can do stuff like this and swap the helmets out really easily. And there is a squad of the new phase 2 upgraded clones. Let me know what you think of these guys. Let me know if you are going to be doing this to your clones, and definitely make sure to enter the giveaway to win a handful of these guys right here. I'm really excited to give you guys a chance to own your own versions of these. I'll probably be announcing the winner over on my Instagram as well as on my YouTube Shorts channel, and then I'll probably do a community post over here. And I'm sure you guys remember the steps to entry. All you have to do is leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then comment down below in the comment section what your favorite thing is about these helmets, or any opinion you have about these helmets, and I'll be drawing a random comment at random to give away a few of these helmets too. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really do want to do more stuff like this for decal related in the future. I hope you guys are excited for more stuff. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.